Hello students, today let's talk about how to use a calculator to do our worksheet 13. It's necessary for me to make this tutorial video since almost all the videos and instructions online are kinda confusing. Here we use a simple strategy to solve all the questions. The first question, deposit 6,000 each year and paying 5% interest rate and 35 years, and let you calculate the interest. So the keyword right after compounded is annually. So now first we press APPS, this button, choose the first option, finance, and the first option again, TVM solver. The simple strategy here is the last 3 rows we don't really change it. We just don't touch it. So we only focus on the top 5 rows. So now let's input the time period N. Here is 35 years. So we input 35, and because keyword is annually, so that's 35 years, enter. The interest is 5%. Since we already have this percent symbol, we just type 5. And go down. We don't really involve present value, so stay at 0. And the payment is 6,000. So because you deposit, that means you out pocket, you pay. So it's negative 6,000. But be careful, do not press this minus button. You need to press this negative. So negative 6,000. And now we need to get the value for future value. So let's cover this 0 and press alpha, enter. So we get the answer. Now let's go to the next question. Save 500,000 and deposit 350 each month and 6%, and the keyword is monthly. So now let's go to the calculator. Because you need to get the time period, so now let's reset to 0. Go down. The interest is 6%, 6, because the keyword right behind compounded is monthly. So you need to divide it by 12, because we know a year has 12 months. And go down. The present value, we don't need the present value here, so stay at 0. Now go to payment. Every month you pay 350, so it is negative 350, enter. And the future value is, because every month you deposit 350, then how long you will get 500,000, so that's the future value. 5, enter 5 zeros, and go back to N, cover the 0, let the black square cover the 0, press alpha, enter. So you get 420 months. So that means 35 years, because you divide it by 12, you will get 35 years. Okay, now go to question 3 and pay payment is 4,000, sorry, every month, and for 10 years. So now let's type 10 years. Since the keyword behind the compounded is monthly, so with 10 years in the time 12. So enter is 120 months. The interest is 4% because the keyword is monthly, so we need to divide it by 12. Enter. So the present value we need to calculate. So let's go down. The payment first is negative 4,000, and the future value we don't need it. Get the future value, so reset as 0. Now let's go back to the present value, cover the 0, press alpha, enter. So we get the present value. Now next question, find the monthly payment. So we need to find the monthly payment, so we reset as 0, later come back to get the value. And its keyword is monthly. So here N is 30 years, and times 12 is 3. Oops, it's time, not divided by. So 30 times 12, and interest is 4.5 since the keyword is monthly, so divided by 12. Enter. The present value is 200,000 because this is mortgage. So that means the present value is 200,000. You now have the money. That's why you could move in a house. Then you need to pay back every month how much you need to pay for 30 years. So now let's go to cover this payment, this 0, press alpha, enter. So negative, that means you need to pay. So you need to pay $1,013. The last question, loan is 10,000. So that means the present value is 10,000. And for 3 years, we go to 3 years, and the keyword is annually. So that means 3. This N is 3. Now interest is 6% because the annually, so we don't need to divide it by 12. If here is a quarterly, it means every year has 4 quarters, 3 months. So here we just stay at 6%, 6. And the present value we already type in 10,000. For now, let's see the payment. Reset at 0 first, then cover the 0, alpha, enter. So every year you need to pay $37.41.10. That's all for today. Next video we will introduce how to use online TVM solver to solve these kind of questions. See you next time. Bye for now.